Hip-hop music grew its roots in the heart of New York in 1970 and has grown to be a global phenomenon throughout ever since. Different variations of hip-hop music have also been developed as sound technology improved. Whether you're a trap, boom bap, drill, or grime fan, you got to admit that there are a few figureheads that have revolutionized and paved the path for a new generation of rappers to shine. Today, we'll be looking at the 10 most influential hip-hop artists of all time to see how they have changed the rap game. Don't feel disappointed if some of your favorite rappers aren't on this list. We've based it on an artist's achievements as well as their essential skills such as flow, delivery, and punchlines. As a matter of fact, before we start, if you guys find this video interesting, please let us know by smashing the like button. And if you enjoy the content on our video playlist and want to see more, just click subscribe. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to get the latest updates. Without keeping you waiting, here are the 10 MCs that left a mark on history with their bars. Number 10. RUN-D.M.C. Kicking things off on our list is none other than RUN-D.M.C. As far as pure influence within the hip hop scene, RUN-D.M.C have also carried on a cultural importance as they rapped. Formed in Queens, New York in 1981 and consists of members Joseph Simmons, Daryl McDaniels, and Jam Master Jay. RUN-D.M.C were the first hip hop artists to win a Grammy Award, register platinum record sales, and are regarded as the forefathers of rap by many numerous figures, and being the inspiration for many fundamental hip hop albums. Number 9. Rakim. Being a new breed of MC, Rakim was a different beast. Rather than letting his rhymes be punctuated by the beats of his tracks, his meticulously crafted bars wove themselves within the rhythm of the flow and explored the space in between. This was similar to John Coltrane's saxophone that was fluted around a drum beat. These rhymes that were between words, rather than following being at the end of each line, had shown future MCs how delicate the art of rapping can be. After forming a hip-hop duo with Eric B, his legacy only grew to become one of the greatest hip-hop artists of all time. Number 8. Kendrick Lamar. Being an amazing artist in the 1980s and carrying on to the present doesn't usually happen unless you adapt to a new sound. However, 90s rappers such as Jay-Z and Andre 3000 have continued to maintain relevance in the next decade and the one after. One reason why they were able to do this was because rapping techniques hadn't changed much, so they continued to spit bar after bar just on different beats. This had all changed when Kendrick Lamar came along with his triple and quadruple time rhymes, his layered ad-libs, and his multiple personality voices. The Compton rapper is regarded as one of the greatest rap craftsmen of all time, where his lyrical content never suffered.
Kitchen like a Simmons whipping pastry, cruising down A Street off.
Number 7. Jay-Z. Being the heir to Big Daddy Kane's legacy, Jay-Z combined old school braggadocio with tight lyrics and swagger. One would say he ruled the 90s era of hip hop, building up a dynasty and selling millions of albums. Starting life in Brooklyn, Jay grew up to be a drug dealer, but turned his life around to become a multi-millionaire and global superstar. Any track he makes gets the club rocking, makes you think, or just straight up want to fight. He also released the ultimate collaboration album with Kanye West, Watch the Throne, which was number 1 on iTunes in 23 countries. His stage presence cannot be rivaled and is the essence of an MC. Number 6. Lauryn Hill. Although hip-hop has been portrayed to be male-dominated in history, only 2 notable women have withstood the test of time and challenged criticism. One of them is Lauryn Hill, the most versatile and game-changing rappers ever known. Being a member of Fugees, the 90s group was known to be a group of professional-level raps and velveteen vocals. In 1998, Hill made her debut with her solo album, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which gave her full recognition and broke down the barriers of female artists. She showed how women in the scene weren't just objects to be rapped about, but the ones who needed to do the rapping. Her ability to hit a ferocious nerve, Lost Ones, and then transition right into a gushy ballad, X Factor, was just one mark of her artistic genius on the project, something that few have matched on record since. Number 5. Wu-TANG Clan. To spice up things on our list, let's talk more about groups that have pioneered the hip-hop movement. Wu-TANG Clan have had such a vast influence and network of artists that it would be an hour-long video to list them all, so we'll break it down for you. Founded in New York City in 1982, the Wu-TANG originally featured artists RZA, GZA, Method Man, Raekwon, Ghostface Killah, Inspector Deck, and Old Dirty Bastard, among others. Their first album, Enter the Wu-TANG 36 Chambers, was released in 1993, seeing the roster of the group grow with some new members and artists. However, the central roster and contributors remained the same, minus Old Dirty Bastard, who has since passed away. Being supremely influential and cited as the greatest hip-hop group of all time, the Wu-TANG Clan are still active on the concert circuit and are home to an extremely loyal fan base. Number 4. Nas. Another MC who was most notable by his crafting being his greatest asset. Nas began his musical career in 1991 and has been consistently cited as the greatest in the genre since. Before his first album was released, Illmatic in 1994, fans and critics have called him the second coming of Rakim. Not Jesus, but still. His first album was so revolutionary that it is still regarded as one of the best hip-hop albums ever 20 years later. A flawless blend of vivid street poetry and Dream Team producers and sets like Stillmatic, and it was written are excellent in their own right. Number 3. Eminem. The real Slim Shady finally makes his appearance at the 3rd spot on our list. Eminem was one of the biggest selling artists of the last decade and made a huge contribution in bringing hip-hop mainstream as one of the biggest selling genres. Undeniably, Eminem's lyrical content became such a controversy that his lyrics were often censored as they played his songs on the media. In terms of sound, there aren't many that resemble Marshall Mathers. Breaking the racial barriers that were enforced on him, Eminem grew in popularity over the years with his piercing flow, unique silliness, and incredibly intricate lyrics. Number 2. Notorious B.I.G. Being a storyteller in hip-hop is a special skill that is capable of drawing in thousands of people to your music. Although he wasn't the original storyteller, Biggie Smalls tells tales that forces everyone in the room to listen. Through his jazz scat flow and ingenious wordplay, he painted a picture of New York with lyrics that were full of bravado but not free from introspection, which showed others that it was possible to do both. The Notorious B.I.G. released his debut album, Ready to Die, in 1994. The rest, as they say, is history. Also known as Biggie Smalls, the rapper was considered a living legend amidst the East-West Coast feud, a favourite among both fans and other rappers or hip-hop artists. Biggie's untimely death has only added layers to a legend of a man already viewed by many as a mystery. Before showing you the most influential hip-hop artists of all time, here are some honorable mentions of MCs that deserve commendation.
I got a pen, we all went to den, and then I had to pay if you f***ing with this girl. Ooh, started wearing less and going out more. Crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube, from the gang called niggas with attitudes. When I'm called off, and I like it funky. What the fuck? What you doing? What? Who touched it? Who told you? I painted on me, you know, walking to the microphone and put the caution tape around me like it didn't intro one. Yeah, they got me reminiscing now. Yeah, you know I'm about to go mad. Still I see no changes. Can a brother get a little peace? It's war on the streets and a war in the Middle East.
Number 1. Tupac Shakur. A rapper, actor, and civil rights activist, Tupac Shakur redefined what a rapper could be in life that didn't stretch past a quarter of the century. Tupac had rapped a lot of emotion and pain about all the racism, poverty, toxic masculinity, and took it to a global audience. Although the rapper had died in a drive-by shooting in 1996, Tupac's music is still regarded as one of the greatest, becoming a major influence for artists such as Kendrick Lamar, who revealed that his album, To Pimp a Butterfly, was heavily inspired from the pioneer of hip-hop himself. Long live the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac Shakur. The world of hip-hop music has definitely come a long way from its origins. As we see new upcoming rappers such as Polo G, The Kid Laroi, and Roddy Ricch treat musical standards, we will always remember and thank our pioneers for shaping the genre into what it is today. Were you surprised with our list? Are there any rappers that we should have included? Who's your favorite rapper and why? We love to hear from you, so shout it down in the comments. If you're looking for some creative and adorable gifts, we'll be hosting a massive sale on our store during Black Friday. You can find a code within the description of this video. This has been Music Chess, your freestyle monster, signing out.